Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. What's up, Maxim again, and a new British tour season has started in Asphalt 9, and I'm gonna talk about in this video is why I think this is a pretty great place for new players to start. I will also mention some of or all the things which are there, the new things, but maybe not every single one because I might not know it because it's not my main game per se, and because I'm in a bit of a hurry, and the purpose of the video is different, as I said, to tell you why I think this is a great place to start the game. So I'm gonna start about talking with this specific event because there's actually gonna be a lot of smaller events this season around, and this event is called the Weekend Rampage. It's ending right now because yeah, and sorry about that. And what it is that you get to try uh, one of the new cars, which is actually not that great a car. I'm sorry about the sounds. I don't know why my computer is making these sounds actually. Whatever, you did it. And basically you get to try out this car and you get to play this race where if you do certain conditions, it's a pretty easy race, right? You just try out a new car, and with touch drive you can easily do all the conditions. I don't remember now for what the conditions are. There are some get a good time, get another good time, basically the different tiers of the time requirements. I'm playing like crap when I'm talking, but that's just how I play when I talk, I guess. In this game, and you are supposed to do, like a few jumps, do a few stunts, which is basically jumps, crashing other cars, 360s, whatever. And you play this every week, and you get a lot of blueprints for free. You are going to get this car for free, possibly even fully to all the way stars up, because here in this game you get the blueprints, and for the blueprints you upgrade your cars by stars, and they get stronger, of course. So this is the one race. Let's see if I think I had everything accomplished anyway, except okay, yeah, I didn't. I should have played one more time at least. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do that. I don't think I will. Yeah, I wasn't able to do that, so my bad. Oh my god. It's Valentine's, sorry, guys. So yeah, I should have played at least one more time, or actually at least theoretically 6 more times because I had a chance to get extra blueprints, which I didn't do, so that's my bad. But you can see that I still almost unlocked the car, and the game crashed. Oh well. Anyway, the game actually has got some issues lately. There are some issues with synchronization, which you could see in one of the other videos that I made if I ever publish them. Yeah, they are making compensation gifts because of that. So they're giving out free blueprints and stuff because of those synchronization issues, which basically meant that if I did, for instance, this, it would say synchronizing, but it would say synchronizing forever, and you would have to crash the game, and you couldn't actually access some parts of the menu and stuff. That is now fixed. Sort of. It will write you the synchronization, but it's not gonna get stuck on it. So that was the one thing, which is gonna be every weekend. You just do a simple race like 10 times or 15 times if you want all of the rewards, and you get a free car. And then there is these events, which are gonna be the main part of events this time, and it's basically tiny car hunts, which seem to always last 1.5 weeks. I'm guessing something like that. And there should be 3 of them, 3 different ones. This is for the first car. It's again very simple race where you actually again get to play with a car, so you don't actually need a car. You don't need a single car right now, at least from the looks of it, to get these cars. There is actually a nice infographic in the game when you start the game up sometimes, but for some reason it didn't happen today. I don't know why. Or actually when I tried to screenshot it before, I guess I didn't. But basically it says, yeah, there's gonna be the weekend rampages every week, and there's gonna be a different car special event like this, different car hunt like this, 3 different ones, and then there's gonna be a proper normal special event where you are gonna need the previous 3 cars to get the last one, which should be the best. I could also show you that, but the cars in a moment. I'm just gonna finish this one. I'm not doing it actually that great. Normally I spin there and I switch to manual and stuff, but it doesn't really matter to me. I already did even the winning, and like the time requirement is just so easy to do even like this. You can see like the time requirement. Okay, actually it wasn't that super. It was actually a tiny bit close, but whatever. And you can see that the drop rate on these is actually really amazing compared to past. You know, these star hunt drop rates are way better than any past car hunt actually. Because usually there's like 15% drop rate. Here it's more like 50 or something. So you are going to be able to get at least 1 star. I mean, obviously, but I think more likely 2 star for free completely. And then there's of course like a bunch of like buy options here, which are pretty decent. There's some for tokens and stuff, but as a new player, I'm not sure if you will want to do that or not. There is some like $5 options for like extra packs and stuff, which again, like, you know, but there is more stuff. There is the normal car hunt and the Emira thing vanished. So there's gonna be another like pretty decently priced thing on next weekend for the Emira, for the blue D car. But I actually don't think you should really buy that, but whatever. Because as you can see, it's not that high. It's not that high in the ratings, and I'm not 100% sure what the stats are gonna be up as when they are completely maxed out. You can check that on. I'm gonna give you the link to the car list I use in the description. But there's also other YouTubers making videos about this and showing these cars and stuff like that. So you can always do that. You can always check out my friend Nox Fury's channel, he's got like 10,000 subscribers or something. There used to be a time when I would correct him on his videos when he was starting like making some minor adjustments to his like tactics. By now he's just so much ahead of me like in this game, like it's not even funny. But yeah, you can see here in this like the special event which is running right now is for the McLaren GT, which is gonna be the new king of Class C. So while the D car is not that great, the McLaren is gonna be the new king of Class C, which basically means it's gonna be a very useful car even for a long time to come, unless you have all the other cars. You can see that actually I've got very good, you know, cars in Class C. I've got like all of them maxed, the best ones, except this one, which I didn't have time to hunt for in the hunt when it was up. The other cars in this season are, it's gonna be this one, the Senna GTR, which might not be that extremely high like in the A class, because the cars in this game are separated by classes, but I'm not going to really talk about that right now. But it looks absolutely amazing. So there is that. There should be another car, I think, somewhere here. There's definitely this car here, which again is like a little bit on the lower, lower part of S class. But at the same time, it looks to be pretty decent. If you look at it, it actually looks like sort of gonna be another. It might be like another egoist a little bit, but probably with a higher speed and lower acceleration, I guess. But should still be pretty useful. And if you do all of them, then the car which is gonna be in the last event is gonna be the Ultima RS, which is gonna be pretty good, I think. Like, yeah, it's not like in the top 5, but again, like you're gonna be able to get it for free probably, at least a little bit, although we will see that. So that's the cars which are gonna be unlocked in this season, and so it's like 4 of them from the special events and the hunts, and plus the last one. So you know, like 3 plus 1 in these events, plus the Emira in the weekend Rampage, and there is one more. So there is actually another car that you can get in the Legend Pass, which is called the Aston Martin 177, which I already unlocked because I have the Legend Pass. So you get that instantly, and the Legend Pass costs you like $10 for the whole season for 2 months. So it's actually a really good investment. If you start the game, you actually do get a lot of like special offers with huge discounts. However, they are not very often like very good cars, which are really worth the thing, right? They are gonna be very good for you in the beginning if you're just enjoying the game and want to push as fast as possible, as far as possible in the campaigns and so on, which are just solo against AI and stuff, where you can get some nice rewards and progress very quickly. which is one of the things actually which is so fun about this game, the way that you can progress for quite a long time. But this is gonna be like a better option for you to spend your money. Just like getting this from the subscription, which you want anyway for all the other stuff in it. And this actually looks like it's gonna be a quite decent car. It's not gonna be, again, like it's not gonna be like the king of Class B or anything, but you are getting it as part of the subscription that you buy for all the other stuff anyway, and you're gonna get this on 3 stars. So getting this on 3 stars basically means that you're gonna have like instantly a 3.5k rated car by the end of the season at minimum, even if you don't like if you don't like grind or spend any other money on this game. You will still have this car on like 3.5k thousand rating, with maximum gonna be between 4009 and 4050, as you can see. So it's a pretty useful car, which can then help you, of course, get like all the other cars, and in various ways. Like for instance, as you increase your garage level, there's like a bunch of stuff that bunch of like how to call this. There's a bunch of packs you can get for free every day, and just for playing in the campaigns as well and stuff, and just in general for playing. Or you can buy them here, but I wouldn't actually do that. This thing is based on your garage level, but I wouldn't do it myself. Although maybe actually I could at this point, I guess, but like because the cars which are there are actually pretty good right now. But yeah, I basically have no, it's not even featured for the best one, so no, just ignore that. Although yes, I was buying them when I was new, and I didn't have any of the cars from the the good drops. But you have these ones which you can claim like 3 times a day, which can have cars in them. I mean, good cars in them. Although usually there'll be something useless, right? Because it's for free just for watching an ad. And this ad is so bugged. I hate it. I would actually have to play the ad through, and this Lego ad actually takes like 3 minutes. So let's see. Okay, so screw that. I guess I'm not claiming this. That's actually one of the issues I have with this game right now. Because there was the synchronization issues, they fixed those, but now there's this ad which you like. No, I'm just not gonna play that thing for 3 to 5 minutes or whatever, like several times a day. But I can still claim them here completely for free once every 4 hours and stuff like that. So once every 3 if you have the upgrade, if I remember that correctly. And as I said, there's a bunch of other stuff here. I don't really want to go over all of these. Except to say that they are actually not that great, okay? Like, I would not buy these unless I was a whale, and I'm not a whale, so I'm not gonna buy any of these things. This multiplayer one is always like for when you do in multiplayer. This one is actually pretty good, huh? Like, I mean, I don't need the car, so it's a complete waste for me. But the like 600 tokens plus a lot of blueprints and stuff for $10 is not that bad if you want to spend money on the game. But again, like I wouldn't actually do it. And once you get in the multiplayer to silver, which is gonna take you like just a few races, if you are completely new. If you're new, it's gonna take you some time. But if you're not new, like you have the cars, I can just get into silver in 1 or 2, like in 2 races, sometimes even in 1 if I'm lucky. And then it will get replaced by another one for the higher league with a better car, which again I have like maxed out for ages now. I'll probably just buy these things, to be honest. These things look pretty good, and this one is pretty good for $5 as well. It just guarantees you 9 blueprints, and you have a chance to do some extra ones, and it's actually pretty good, this thing, to be honest. Obviously, this is a pretty good deal, but I'll be buying that later. So yeah, that's pretty much like all the reasons. Or to sum this up, this is a new event format, which basically is gonna let you get 3 cars for free without needing any other cars in before. Actually, sorry, 4 cars for free. It's gonna let you get 4 cars for free without having a single prerequisite car before, with a chance to then maybe get another 5th car and another car for the subscription. So you can get up to 6 cars for like $10, which is, I think, an absolutely amazing deal. And of course, then you are gonna have to spend some money or tokens if you wanna max them out. But that is the case every time. And actually, this time I think it's more generous than most. I'm just gonna do 1 more of these things, before I say goodbye to you. And actually, there is one more thing. I forgot to mention the McLaren Grand Prix, which is going on right now, which is with this same car, I think. Should be, or was it? Yeah, I think it should be with the McLaren GT, not the Senna GTR. And that's just it's sort of like a normal Grand Prix, except that the car is for free and you can actually upgrade it quite easily even during the event by tokens and stuff. So, and for much less, and by playing this hunt, and for basically much less than normally in the Grand Prix. And there is no requirement of the key, so it cannot happen to you like in most Grand Prix, that if you do not win in the Grand Prix, you just wasted any resources you invested in it, basically. Or at least for the time being. Like, you'll not be able to normally use the cars from the Grand Prix unless you actually win their key, which is quite a big deal that it's not that way this time. And yeah, like, it doesn't want to prove my point, but usually I'm getting so many drops out of these. Oh my god. Anyway, so in the Grand Prix, which is like this, I don't really want to explain the Grand Prix format, but like, it's this thing where you have these conditions in the beginning. With practice, you practice by doing 3 of these conditions, the lowest ones. You are then allowed to enter qualification, and I already qualified in the first round. So there is a first round of qualifiers, then there's a second round of qualifiers, and after that there is eventually gonna be the main thing. And I don't know why I cannot see them. There's some strategies on like where you want to end up in these things or not. For some reason, I cannot actually access the prizes. Okay, here, the prizes are here. And this time, it's gonna be a lot of blueprints. There is a lot of blueprints in this thing, instead of like being a key. So you are going to be able to get this car completely for free, even without this Grand Prix. However, if you do well in the Grand Prix, you are gonna get a lot of extra blueprints. So actually, I think I might have done the wrong. I think I might have actually done a wrong strategy. Because if this is the case, actually, because I actually didn't look at this, there is no key, so I don't necessarily need to be like, top 2 in tier 4 or top 3 in tier 3 or top 1 in tier 5 to get the key. So I should actually probably do my best, because even if I'm gonna be 4th in tier 3, it's gonna be pretty much the same as being 1st in tier 4, almost. It's gonna be better than being 2nd in tier 4. So I'll probably actually try to improve my time even after the qualification ends. For the tiers, it counts your best time from either practice or qualifier, so I can just go now and I can get this time up, and it's gonna then probably match me into a higher group. So we're gonna see about that. And I guess I will still have the chance, like, it's gonna be maybe my best time, like best ability time. So I will not have like a sort of like a spare room, let's say, to when compared to the other players in my group. However, I still haven't upgraded the car like fully. I mean, those like upgrades, the epic parts, are not really a big deal, but God damn it, I just took the wrong turn, but never mind. I want to say something like I have it on 1 star, right? So, and I'll probably have the car on 2nd star before the Grand Prix actually even starts for me, which means that I will still have some leeway. Yeah, leeway is the word I was looking for. Leeway or advantage, I guess. So yeah, anyway, as you can see, like, I do play this game on touch drive almost always. I sometimes switch, like, in specific, we call it hybrid controls, when you just turn off the touch drive for a moment to do a specific jump, for instance, which you're actually gonna see here. Unless I actually crash. No, I didn't crash. Good. And that's just to basically force the game to let you jump somewhere where it doesn't want to let you jump on the touch drive sometimes, or like to make like a special, better kind of jump, which is not this case. It's not really special or not the way I did it, but yeah, it's just It's just better. It's more guaranteed that you're not gonna crash unless you actually fail. And you can actually play this game on tilt, like tilt driving the whole time, or touch or tap driving. Sorry, but I actually don't really like to do that. Uh, for one reason, then the game isn't so much fun, and the other is it's actually quite hard, and the third is you look like an idiot doing it. Like if you're trying to play this game on public on manual, you look ridiculous. And the tap to steer is just so, it's so, how to say this, it's so hmm it's so unnatural to me after playing the touch drive, where you're just used to tapping for the nitro and for the drifting, and you would sort of need a phone which has like some air triggers or something, so then you would have more, so you could use more fingers actually to control, like, so you could use 4 fingers to control 4 separate things rather than using only 2 to control 4 separate things, which of course would be a problem. And I'm not sure how good the sound is gonna be with this, because yeah, microphones might have been covered by my fingers throughout the video. So anyway, I think this is pretty much everything. I wonder if I forgot something to mention, something important. Oh yeah, this game actually has got a pretty great soundtrack, which I, however, cannot show you, otherwise I'm gonna get a copyright strike. At least that's what happened when I just, did a no commentary video of me playing this game. I instantly got copyright strikes for like featuring the songs which are there. There's a bunch of songs. You can probably like do Google Asphalt 9 soundtrack or something, and it's pretty great. So this is actually one of the few games which, unless I'm somewhere where I cannot, or like there is someone sleeping next to me and stuff, I usually play with sound on, at least like halfway. And of course, every car has a different sound and so on, but usually when you reach your top speed, the sound just turns into a monotone drone and stuff. So yeah, it's mostly about the music. So anyway, with this, I'm gonna leave you here after 22 minutes. Sorry about that. And I wish you the best of luck. Please like and share. Please like and subscribe. Share my videos, and if you enjoyed them. And until next time, have a wonderful day.